Hey everyone, what's going on? Nexy is here. Some of you have been requesting a quick update video whenever I started my Sorceress. So here's an update video. I've been playing for about 3 days now worth of sessions. So my first day was going through normal all the way to Act 5. As soon as I killed Bale once and got to Nightmare, I stopped playing, so I have a stream of that recently. Now, day 2, which I did not stream or record, I did some normal Bales from, say, 25 to 40, and then I rushed all the way to Nightmare Act 5. So I've killed Bale in Nightmare about once or twice. Actually, yeah, twice or 3 times now. I've done like 2 or 3 Bale runs, not too much. So since about that, now I have been magic finding a little bit in Nightmare, which is day 3 here. So day 2, or let's cover that. Day 1, normal to Act 5. Day 2, normal Bales till 40, then Nightmare to Act 5. After that, we have day 3 now, which I've been doing some magic finding on stream, which I will have either before or after this video. Very recently, though, around the same time. So this is day 3, and I've been doing some Nightmare magic finding. Mostly, I've been doing Andariel on players 8, Nightmare, and Mephisto between players 3, and I did players 8 Mephisto about 2 or 3 times. Now, I screwed up and did not magic find with recording on in the last like 2 or 3 runs. So I did about 2 or 3 Mephisto runs just really quickly, and I forgot to actually record it, and I found a Peasant Crown and a Viper Magi off the same run just 2 minutes ago on my like 3rd run. So I'm going to start recording again. I should have just recorded right off the bat. I'm really mad about that because this would have been a really nice find for the 100 Nightmare Mephisto runs on players 8, because when I'm in Nightmare here, which I have to magic find a little bit here, it's going to be a good reason to make some more 100 magic find run videos. So in Nightmare, we'll have Mephisto players 8 100 times and Nightmare Bale players 8 100 times as well. So that's the plan anyway before I go into Hell mode. So currently this is my Sorceress day 3. So again, day 1 went to normal Act 5, day 2 Nightmare Act 5, day 3 we're magic finding in Nightmare. So day 3, at the end of day 3 here, I'm not going to magic find anymore most likely. Here's what we have. So right now I'm playing Blizzard right now because it's really good damage overall. I do recommend Frozen Orb if you're on players 1, but players 8 I go Blizzard for extra damage overall. So my gear, I have an Insight for my Mercenary. I found most of the runes through Nightmare Countess, found the poleaxe, I forget where, but usually can come across one no problem throughout normal and Nightmare. So Insight for the Merc, perfect meditation aura for the mana regeneration. I found a Lum in Nightmare, so I have the smoke here for the Merc until I find a Lem, which I can then make a Treachery, Shalefall Lem I think it is, and it gives 45 attack speed. It gives Fade, which gives you physical damage reduction and all res for the Mercenary, so Treachery is what I want, but Smoke is okay for now. I have a Blackthorn's Face, which is really nice for the Lightning Res and the Lightning Absorb. I'm using it for that specific reason because I will be doing a lot of Mephisto in the very near future here. Since I'm done with Andariel, I'm going to be doing 100 Mephisto runs, so the helmet's going to be really good. For my gear, I found a Spirit Sword pretty quickly. I found the Crystal Sword in Normal Act 5, used my Socket quest on it, did the Frigid Highlands quest where you rescue the warriors. I used my Talon Ore here, as you can see. Found the Thal in Normal Act 4 or 5, found the Amber in Nightmare Act 1, made the Spirit at about level 40 when I got into Nightmare Act 1, 34%, really good roll, very good luck so far early on here. Moses Blessed Circle, I found this off Nightmare Andariel this morning on stream, doing some Nightmare Andariel runs for magic finding on day 3. So I did have a rhyme early on here, so I had that beforehand, but now it's over here with my Blade of Ali Baba, which I also found, I believe, off Nightmare Andariel. Anything I find in Nightmare in my gear here is mostly from either Andariel or Mephisto. So one of those I found the Blade of Ali Baba, I have the rhyme, so I have that on my switch, so when I'm about to kill them, I will have 262 magic find, because if I don't, I have a crappy 166. So I use this for teleporting, doing damage, killing, surviving, and then when I'm about to kill them, I switch over to the extra magic find and kill them this way. I have a magic find helmet as well, hoping I'm going to find a Shaco through Nightmare Bale if possible when I do the 100 runs. So we'll see how this turns out if I get very lucky. Even a Wizard Spike would be quite nice. But that's what we're going to be focusing on here. With the helmet, we have the Magic Find just to help us get better gear. Since that's the reason why I'm still in Nightmare right now, in terms of focusing on it. I am in Hell Act 2, but I'm sticking in Nightmare for now to find some better gear. Now, a few minutes ago, as I mentioned before I started recording, I did a Players 8 Mephisto Magic Find run, and I found a Peasant Crown and a Viper Magi in the same run. If only I was recording, because this is the reason why you want to do Nightmare Mephisto early on in your hardcore lifespan, because you can find Peasant Crown, Skin of the Viper Magi, Chance Guards, String of Ears, these are, and Moses Blessed Circle. These are all really great mid-level items, mid-progression, just before going into Hell, but also not super early on. So these are really great drops if you can get them. Nightmare Bale and Nightmare Mephisto are really great for this. Even Andoriel to some extent can get you some of these items as well. So something important to note there. I got the Mosers off Nightmare Andoriel, the Viper Magi off Nightmare Meph, same with the Peasant Crown. I found about 4 String of Ears. These are really great for the damage reduction, and of course the damage from magic reduction as well on top of that. So if you want a really great belt, this is a great way to get it. Nightmare Andy, Nightmare Meph. As for the rings, I have a Nagel ring, just found that recently off Nightmare and Dariel as well. Transguards, found those off Nightmare and Dariel as well. My amulet isn't that great, it's just decent for the life, the mana, the dex, and the lightning res, but overall it's not that great. I'm hoping to find a better one, maybe Sarakin's Chance or something off Bale, we'll have to see. For my rings, I have a faster cast rate ring. This was actually just before I found the Viper Magi, because with it, with the stealth before I found it, I'm at 69% cast rate. If I take this off, I'm at 59. The break point is 63. The sweet spot is 63. After that, it's like 105, 117 if you're lightning. So 105 is your really good middle, like top spot. But before that, it's usually 63 early on since you don't have the best gear. So I try to get 63 in some way. So I was using this to hit 63. But now that I have Viper Magi, I can actually afford to take it off, and I'm at 64. So I can actually find a better ring now, hopefully. I guess I could use like a Menald heal, which I have like, where is it? Right here. So the extra life, the mana regeneration, that's a pretty decent ring there. So we'll use that for now, and I'll have that in my stash. So until we find a better ring, I guess we will run with the Menald heal. Got the Nagel ring. We got a random rare amulet. My boots are ridiculously good. I actually forget where I found this. Somewhere in Nightmare, I think, because the item level is 61. But I have the faster run walk, which is convenient. I have the magic find, which is really great. And I have 2 high reses on there, which is absolutely amazing. So we have really good boots here. I don't think I will be replacing these anytime soon until I have a lot of better gear. Better gear like Scalders with 2 Nagel rings, maybe Hodo or something. War Travelers would have to be really good in terms of the roll. If I get very low Magic Find Travelers, I probably will not use them. So that's probably how long these are going to last for me in terms of my gear. These are that good. They're just really good. So let's see, Mosers. We got the Rhyme and the Alibaba on Switch. We got a lot of Magic Find. My charms are mostly life and res, a little bit of magic find there as well. So life, mana, res for those. So that's overall my character. Right now I'm running Blizzard for the damage. I was Frozen Orb from level 30 all the way until Nightmare Act 5. Then when I started magic finding, say Mephisto, I'm doing Players 8 Mephisto right now. I don't recommend that. I'm doing it specifically for a video. It's best recommended to be on like Players 3, maybe Players 5. But I'm doing Players 8 because I'm doing a video for it. I like to make a category for 2 different things. Players 1, so it's similar to Battle.net, because you usually solo Magic Find, and then Players 8, because that's the highest you can go. So just a big difference there, just for fun. But otherwise, yeah, Players 3, Players 5. Generally, with boss kills, you want to go Blizzard, but if you're doing Players 1, Frozen Orb is perfectly fine in Nightmare. That's what I recommend. You can even go for, say, Bale, because there are cold immunities. You can go Frozen Orb with Fireball, for example, which I will be doing when I start doing Bale runs. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are at right now. Overall, I do hope you guys enjoyed this quick little checkup on my sorceress. I've done day 3, so 3 days of magic finding, not straight. I didn't do 8-hour shifts or anything like that. I played a couple hours for each one. So normal Act 5, I think was like 4 hours or something. Nightmare Act 5 was less than that. It was like maybe 2 hours, not even, if something like that. Magic finding, I did about 2 hours, 15 minutes or something on the last stream. I will be putting that on YouTube pretty soon here. So that's only like maybe about like 8 to 10 hours that Sorceress is alive, and this is where we are at right now. Something like that. I'm just going to say 3-day Sorceress here. Day 3, this is the checkup on it. I do hope you guys enjoyed very much the video. Overall, thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.